the Crap TV with your host, Kathy Baldwin. Unlearn the Crap TV is more than just a show. It's a movement towards breaking free from the disempowering structures designed to benefit the few at the expense of the many. It's about education, healing, and unlearning the detrimental beliefs that have been ingrained in society for generations. So now, please welcome the host of Unlearn the Crap TV, Kathy Baldwin.
Hello. Are you financially free? Are you financially independent? Or are you still a slave to the paycheck? The way of somebody else deciding what you're going to get paid, when you're going to get paid, and when those amounts will increase. Does your financial future include independence, or are you tied to whatever you have been able to put together and scrimp and scrape through your retirement planning? Well, it is time to unlearn the crap about financial slavery. And this topic is so dear and to my heart. It is so important to me that I have searched high and low to find you the best person to bring to you about this topic. And before I introduce our guest, I want you to know why this topic is so important to me. When I was 21, I became a soul supporting single parent. It was the mid 80s. And so I was doing things the good girl way. I went back to college. I got my degree in business. I worked 2 to 3 jobs to make sure that I could have ends meet. I looked for ways to have additional income. I had little businesses that were network marketing. I did all the things that I knew how to do to have that financial independence because it was me that was responsible for my family and my son. And though I was working for a very large corporation and I felt like I was a strong contributing member and I was valued and I was respected and I put in a really good amount of work, I was still ended up being laid off after multiple mergers. Because no longer was I working for a company where there was loyalty, I was now just a number in a big cog. And I was dispensable. And when I got laid off, I realized that my finances, my well being was tied to somebody else's decisions. I wasn't in control. And so ever since then, it has been my mission to find a way to make sure that my financial independence was back in my hands, or in my hands, because I don't think it ever was in my hands. And I can let you know that this Unlearn the Crap journey includes my coaching programs, working one-on-one with people. I have books. I've got a second book in the way. I've got my Unlearn the Crap TV show here that you're watching. I do public speaking. I am busy and I am out there. But this is building something from scratch. And I am not in the out of the red yet. There was so much investment that went into it. And so I know that there had to be a better way. We're in a critical time where things are changing so fast. Jobs are changing. People's companies are going under. Everything is in flux. Our interest rates are going up. Homes are becoming unaffordable. Grocery costs are unbelievable. And yet we still need to be financially independent because this is a core part of our lives. This is a core part of our safety and our security. Will, could you bring my guest, Chuck Anderson, on? I am so excited to introduce you to him. Chuck, thank you so much for being a part of this show. I've been looking forward to you and your message coming to my audience.
Thank you, Kathy. I'm so excited to be here today.
Awesome. Okay, so you heard my ramble of what I've gone through. I know you have your own story. Would you mind sharing with the viewers as to why this isn't so important to you as well?
Yeah, I do have my own story, as we all do, and there are some similarities to yours. I didn't maybe spend as long in corporate as you did, but I had a time where I had what I refer to as my dream job, and I got to travel the world, speaking on stages. I didn't have to do any of the work to fill the rooms. I didn't have to do any of the work on the marketing. They handed me a plane ticket and a bunch of money for food, and everything was paid for. I got to fly, all expenses paid, around the world, speaking on stage. It was my dream job. And then the company was owned actually by a venture capital firm, and they decided they were going to downsize. They were no longer going to do live seminars. They wanted us to do things virtually, and I was given a choice. And the choice was, your job is over, or you can become an executive with the company. And I didn't want to. I resisted becoming management for a very very long time. But it's like, wait, look, when you have kids to feed, you kind of have to kind of take the choice of the money. So I took the management job, which lasted about another year. And finally, the venture capital firm said, "Okay, we're not gonna fund this company anymore. We're closing it down. We Everyone has 6 weeks to get their stuff together." And I was out of a job, and so the dream job that I would still be doing today, traveling the world, giving speeches on stages, teaching seminars, I love it, love it, love it. So now I had a choice. I could either go and get another job or go out on my own. And so I chose the latter, leveraging some relationships that I generated through that marketing company. I got off to a quick start, like so many consultants do. I got a few early clients, had some early success, and then disaster hit. And that is, you kind of leverage those relationships, and I didn't realize I needed to be creating more of them as I go. And so this is why I'm so pro relationship right now. But in 2012, it was the worst year that I ever had in business. Almost took me out. It was the year that my father passed away. I exhausted all of those relationships, and I did a really stupid thing that I always advise my clients not to do. I dropped my prices thinking I was going to get more clients in the door, and it didn't happen. All I got was the same number of clients, but at now a lower rate. So that made things even harder. And then I did another stupid thing, and that's I spent money that I didn't have on an advertising campaign on Facebook that didn't work. And so I had no choice left. Now I really didn't have anything other than go get a job or take one last crack at it. I remembered at my time at the company, at our peak, we were doing $20 million. About 36% of that came from our affiliate partners. And so we weren't advertising on Google and Facebook. We weren't, trying to get to the top of Google. We were simply partnering with people. And so I'm like, this is it. This is the only thing I have left to do. And so fortunately, I found a partner who was willing to promote a webinar. And he did that, and actually said, I shouldn't make it sound so easy. He said no to me 7 times. Time he said yes, okay, fine, I'll promote it. I don't have anything else to do. We did that webinar. We made 9 sales of a $4,000 coaching program and $36,000 in sales instantly from one email from one partner, and it saved my business. It was the miracle that saved my business. This was, Christmas time of 2012. We weren't going to make it to January. I paid him a 40% commission, which some people say is too much, and some people say it's not enough. Net result is we put about $24,000 in our pocket at a time where we desperately needed it. And from that point forward, I have been pro affiliate, pro partnership, out of all of the things we can do to market ourselves. And that's really where I've embraced that history of of affiliates and partnerships as the best way to promote ourselves. And if I look back, almost anything that we did of any significance in terms of sales were leads that came from a partnership and not from all of the other advertising sources. So that's my story and why I'm so pro affiliate and believe that everybody should be working with affiliates and partners.
I could not agree more, because there's so many different business models. There's the solopreneur, there's the entrepreneur who's creating something from scratch, like I'm doing right here. But there's also MLMs, and there's all sorts of other business models. There's the franchise. Can you explain what the affiliate business model is?
Yes, and I'm glad you asked that question, because sometimes it gets confused with network marketing or MLM, but affiliate is simply this. You have a product or a service to sell, and you then have affiliates or a partner who then promotes that for you, usually through a special tracking link or some way of knowing or identifying their leads, and then you pay them a commission for that referral. So if I have a program that's $100 and I pay a 50% commission, I'm going to give you $50 in commission for that $100 sale. And so usually it's just one level, sometimes two. So it's not like a network marketing program or a multi-level, although sometimes it can be like that, but it's really just paying a commission or a referral fee to your affiliates or to your partners for the referrals that they send to you.
So if we were looking at it, it could be a commission-based salesperson, right? Which is a job, J-O-B, that most people are very familiar with, except you're independent. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And one of the things I will say about a salesperson is the reality is you need lead flow, and you need usually booked appointments. Like whenever we work with sales teams, we measure our leads in what we call qualified booked appointments. That is the lifeline of anyone doing sales, is you need people to sell to. And so it's our affiliates that help fill the pipeline of those people to sell to. So as a salesperson or a consultant, or even if you're just solo, you have that constant lead flow, and you're not having to kind of generate those on your own. They come from other people's lists, your ideal audience that already exists elsewhere. And it's so much easier to partner with it than it is to generate it one lead at a time.
Absolutely. Well, that sounds like an amazing way for existing businesses or new businesses to create business. When we come back, I want to talk about the other side of the coin, which is creating multiple streams of income for the individual person. Because, like I said at the beginning, I don't believe that we are free until we no longer require a certain amount of money to come in from one source. So when we come back from this commercial, I want to talk about how we can capitalize on that as individuals.
What if there were a super tiny device that could diagnose the brain and is smaller than a single human hair? What if you could see inside the brain to help an epilepsy patient during surgery, or to help the fight against Parkinson's disease? Dr. Patricia Broderick is proud to announce the Broderick Probe, a biomedical and electronic breakthrough. Imagine a probe to help with the understanding and potential cure of brain-related diseases. To learn more, listen live to the Easy Sense radio show with host Dr. Broderick, Wednesdays 7 p.m. Eastern on the Bold Brave Media Network and TuneIn Radio. And to help support the Broderick Foundation, please go to EasySense.com and learn how, with your help, we can fight these horrific brain disorders. That's EasySense.com to learn more and help support the Broderick Foundation. Author, radio show host, and coach John M. Hawkins reveals strategies to help gain perspective, build confidence, find clarity, achieve goals. John M. Hawkins' new book, Coached to Greatness, Unlock Your Full Potential with Limitless Growth, published by iUniverse. Hawkins reveals strategies to help readers accomplish more. He believes the book can coach them to greatness. Hawkins says that the best athletes get to the top of their sport with the help of coaches, mentors, and others. He shares guidance that helps readers reflect on what motivates them, rediscover and assess their core values, philosophies, and competencies, find settings that allow them to be the most productive, and track their progress towards accomplishing goals. Listen to John Hawkins' My Strategy, Saturdays, 1 p.m. Eastern on the BBM Global Network and TuneIn Radio.
Well, we're back to this conversation that I feel is the critical conversation that everybody needs to be having. So, for those people who don't want to start their own business, who don't want to create affiliate programs to help build their business, how can the individual person create multiple streams of income and financial independence through affiliate programs?
Yeah. And so, really, what you want to think about now with affiliate programs is the other side of affiliates. So, we talked about having an affiliate program if you have a product or service and you can pay commissions. And it's a 50-50 coin. You need to look at the other side where you can actually earn commissions as an affiliate. So, let's say you don't want to have a product, you don't want to have a service. This is actually where I started out in affiliate marketing back in 1998. Is I didn't have a product. I connected with other services who had an affiliate program. They offered a commission. And then I went out there and I put it out on a website and I built an email list and emailed it out. Today you can, there's so many different ways that you can promote. Some people have Facebook groups. They have large followings on all of their social media platforms, even a small following, actually. You can put it on a website, on a blog, in a newsletter. You can have a podcast where you put your affiliate links right into a podcast, and your blog, and just anywhere where you can publish a link and you can publish content, and where you don't have the product or service. In fact, my favorite way to do that is through an interview style show, kind of like what Kathy and I are doing right now. And that is, you interview guests who have an affiliate program, and then you put that out to your audience. The leads go through their affiliate link and they earn a commission. So you can actually earn some substantial commissions. There are obviously some programs that are very low cost, $20, $30 in commission you'll earn. There are ones where you can earn hundreds or even thousands of dollars for a single referral, especially if they're coaches or consultants or high ticket offers. There are so many different programs you can get aligned with. In fact, in our community, that is what we have probably 30 different programs that pay in excess of $100 per commission, some as high as $4,000 for in commission for a single referral. And so it's really easy. There's no cost. It's free. You can join anybody's program and promote it to people you are already connected with.
That sounds absolutely amazing, because I'm picturing somebody who has a Facebook group and they just want to say, you know what, I just found this. I so believe in it, because I believe we're coming into a place of true personal alignment, which means we're not selling our soul for a dollar. We're not selling our soul for a job. But when we are aligning with things that are important to us, that are our integrity with who we are, and we can say with conviction, I'm telling you about this because I respect you and I respect this product. Now we're raising the vibration. It's not sleazy sales. It's not about gimme, gimme, gimme and greed. Now we're into collaboration and cooperation and alignment.
When your group has a theme and you've come together for a reason, whether it be a common goal or a common challenge, whatever that be, there are products, there are services, there are people who are in the business of helping, and you can align with those people if they have an affiliate program, and you can make recommendations that, like you said, in perfect alignment with the theme, with the mission, not because you're doing it as a money making venture. Of course, there's the reality is that we want to be able to earn money and earn income, but you can do it while doing something you're passionate about, by helping others, elevate their life, solve problems, achieve goals, whatever that is. It could be as simple as there was a great example I saw not too long ago of a Facebook group where they came together. They were all believers in the keto diet or keto type diets, and so what they were doing is they had one main sponsor, or one main they positioned it as the main sponsor, and so it's kind of like this group brought to you by blah 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 keto diet program, and it was an affiliate, and so everybody there was a believer in the program. They were there not only promoting the program but supporting each other, creating their own community of people supporting each other through the program and achieving the diet results that they wanted to have. Now, that's one example. You could do that with literally any topic. We've done it in parenting. We've done it in relationships and dating. We've done one with saving marriages. We've done programs in just so many different areas. Doesn't matter if it's personal development or spiritual or business. A lot. You can find programs that align with your mission and align with the things that you value, and create a community with people who share that value.
It just sounds so perfect. My belief and my whole vision for what I'm building, I call it a 4X win, which is a win for me, a win for you, a win for our collaborators, our partners, but a win for the collective good. And I cannot see anything fitting that better than create everybody having a connection to an affiliate program where we are sharing the wealth. It is not about win lose. It's all about win, 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 win. We're creating something so different that is going to change the world. Do you not agree with me?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this is where it's not just a money making venture. And one of the things that I found very early on when I was teaching classes and teaching people how to earn money through affiliate programs is the initial thought is, well, what can I promote to make a lot of money? And that's kind of like the default. That's kind of like the initial thought that people have, but it's very short lived. I find, like, when you do something just because you can earn a lot of money, that's not enough of a motivator. And I believe at their core, people want to be helpful. People want to know that they're adding value to people's lives, or at least the people like you and I, or the people that we meet. They're more purpose driven. We have ideals, we have values, we have beliefs in terms of what is helpful and what is not helpful. And so here's the thing: you get to be the creator of that. Whatever it is that you value, whatever it is that the contribution that you want to make, the community that you want to build, you can do that and monetize it. Okay, because a lot of people believe, like, I'm going to have the group and I'm going to have the podcast and I'll monetize it one day. But it doesn't have to be one day. It can be right now with affiliate programs.
I cannot tell you how exciting this is for me, because what happens to people's lives when they no longer have to worry about the bills, buying the groceries, and we buy back time and align with our values, like you were saying? I'm sure you've worked with a lot of people. What major changes have you seen in their lives through creating this income?
When you ask that, it reminds me of one of the very first people I worked with back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Her name was Renee. She could not afford bus fare to come to the classes that we were holding in a local community. It took her everything just to sign up for the class. And so she had to sneak onto buses and the train to be able to get to us. Less than a year later, she bought a brand new BMW for cash. And so because that's something that she always wanted. I don't think she kept it very long because a lot of people realize like, oh yeah, I really want this thing. And it's like, well, really, I don't really want this thing. But it was so cool because she had nothing, and but was willing to be coachable and willing to take action. And this is what I always tell people is like, the only way to fail is to quit and always keep moving forward. And so she always put one foot in front of the other, and then finally it completely transformed her life. And that's one of many. Like I've seen marriages saved. I have seen people go from, like, you wouldn't even recognize them from the day we met them to what they look like now, like complete transformations. And it's not just the money. It's kind of, a lot of it has to do with what they did with the money. Renee was one that was very generous. She gave to charity. She would volunteer her time with various organizations. Yeah, she had the BMW, and that was just, this one. I remember at a time where I really wanted one, right? Like, it's like when you can finally afford that thing you want. But at her core, she was a giver, and she was someone who was a very helpful person. And when you engage in that work, it's almost like there's this energy that comes about, and it completely changes. You take a before and after picture of some people, and it's like they're a completely different person. And it's not the money, it's the energy that the money brings. And it does open you up for more. I have conversations with people all the time. It's like, what would you do with the money? Well, usually it's to help a family member or to have a better life for their family. And often it's like, here's this way I want to give back to the community. I want to start this nonprofit. I have this idea for something. And, that's, I think, where the real transformations come from.
Absolutely. There's a saying out there that says that money only amplifies who you are. So it doesn't create greed if you are a heart-centered person who wants to make a difference, who has a purpose. My belief is that if every single person was living in alignment with who they are and what they valued and what their purpose was, there would be no problems in our environment. There would be no starving children. There would be no problem that we could not collectively solve if money wasn't an issue and time wasn't an issue.
It's so true, right? I think at our core, we want to be helpful people. We want to give. And the satisfaction comes knowing that we made a difference in other people's lives.
Absolutely. We're going to continue this conversation in just one moment. Stick around because there's a lot more we want to talk about.
Did you know that your beliefs create your entire reality, but it's the subconscious beliefs that do most of the creating? Belief shifter and life coach Shiraz can help you identify those limiting beliefs and eliminate them, often in a single session.
Like, it was almost instant, like I had relief right away.
Creating better health, relationships, careers, and finances. Let Shiraz help you step out of safety and into awareness.
Definitely something's happening. It's like a flow inside. It feels good.
Whether in person or online, Shiraz provides personal coaching, belief shifting. Visit Shiraz at energeticmagic.com or call 416-529-7429. Energetic Magic on the BBM Global Network, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Find your greater happiness. Be well. Be aware. Be magical.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent, but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of the Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on the Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
So, Chuck, we've been talking about how people with existing businesses can grow their business by creating an affiliate product. We've talked about how people who do not necessarily want to start a business with their own products, but how they can create independence financially by becoming affiliate partners with other businesses. Can you explain where Chuck Anderson and Chuck 360 fall into that whole ecosystem?
Yeah. So where we fall into that is training, coaching, guidance, and even a little bit of done for you. And so we really serve both sides of affiliate programs. And first and foremost, my team and I help to launch and set up affiliate programs where someone doesn't already have one. So, uh, ideal for people who need to build their list and generate leads and get more sales and want these referral partners or these affiliates to promote them to establish their own commission program. A subset of that is that we fix broken affiliate programs, meaning people tried to attempt to do it on their own, found out that it's a little bit more than just having the tech and an affiliate link and hoping for the best. You actually have to get out there and build relationships. So for that group, we actually just set up their affiliate programs for them, give them all the marketing materials. And then through our coaching group that we do every single week, we coach them and guide them and give them feedback on how to go out there and find new partnerships by networking. I think you and I met through a networking group. You follow up and you then go where that relationship leads you, and so it's really as easy as that. So we coach them through developing their own network of affiliates, and you'd be surprised if you really develop deep relationships. You really don't need that many to be really successful. Probably less than 20, and you can be doing really, really well. So that's first and foremost what we do. We really serve people with affiliate programs and help them to develop their network of affiliates. On the other side, I do a workshops that do teach the other side, and so once a month we do what we call our call for affiliates, where we take people who do not necessarily have an affiliate program, and we invite a lot of podcasters and people with email lists and Facebook groups, and we then connect them with people who have some really high paying affiliate programs as well. So we kind of serve both sides of it. It's leaning more towards the setup of affiliate programs and the recruiting and management of affiliates. But we also help others who would like to connect with those affiliate programs. Is you want to be an affiliate or you want to find an affiliate? And we really connect the dots and are matchmakers there. And so, yeah, it's coaching, it's training, it's support, and in some cases, we just do it for them.
I think that's amazing, because as I'm working with people and inviting different guests onto my show, this affiliate conversation comes up all the time, because I want everybody who comes on my show to be able to offer the viewers the ability to say, I connect with you and I want to promote you. I want to tell people about you. And I don't want it to be a win-lose. So there's so many people who are so new to this. Is it a big deal to start a brand new affiliate program? And what best advice could you give them?
Yeah, well, first of all, it doesn't have to be a big deal. Some people make it into a big deal because they'll go and invest in some, big software platform, and they, kind of fall for the marketing that these companies do, thinking that you need a software that costs $200 or $300 a month, and you need all of these things, and you really don't. The majority of people that we help start with software that is free or very, very low cost. We're talking about less than $100 a month. So, it's very, very easy to do in that regards. And I will also say that the key to a successful affiliate program is not the tech, and it's not the marketing materials. Although you need that, you do need some form of tracking, and you want to help your affiliates out by pre-writing the marketing materials for them, because they're not your employees. You want to just give them like a nice template, nice cookie cutter that they can use. The key to winning with affiliates is relationships. And that is where you build a relationship where you can nurture that relationship. Maybe they only send you one referral the first time, but keep working with them. And I've had that happen where the person sent me one referral. We keep working with them. Next thing that we know, they've sent us 100 referrals. And so, as opposed to being transactional, and a lot of people make the mistake of being transactional. We're working with a company right now who has 2,000 affiliates. None of them follow through in promoting. And we said, well, what is your relationship building strategy with them? Turns out they don't have one. They're like, well, why would we invest in that? They don't ever promote us. I'm like, yeah, it's the other way around. You have to invest in them before they will invest in you. And so you can, it's not about signing up them as many affiliates as you can. And it's not about a transaction. If you promote me, I love you. If you don't, then I don't. That is transactional. Relationships means we're a good fit. We serve the same target audience. A partnership between us makes sense. Let's figure this out. Let's work together. Let's get you the success that you need, so that the affiliate's earning money, you're getting the leads, you're earning money, and everybody wins.
Absolutely. That was what I was saying about we're getting away from that sleazy used car salesman. And even though I know this is a little bit controversial, but I believe COVID was a reset button. I believe that the world had to stop and take a look at the things that were working and the things that were not working. And one of them is relationships. We've come back to what is human. We've come back to what's important in our lives. It doesn't mean about chasing status, or we're coming back to the real humanness of relationships. And that's what you're describing.
Exactly. And I think, you mentioned COVID. When something is taken away from you, you really get to have a look at that and realize how important it actually is. So for those to be gone for a while, realizing, oh my God, I really need these relationships. It's so powerful. And I remember the last event that I did in 2019, just before all the closures. I used to go to conferences, and I would find people that I wanted to connect with, and I would go for lunch with them, maybe even buy their lunch. And we did a webinar just before the closures, where we were talking about this, and realized that this last conference I went to, we did deals with 100% of the people that we had lunch with. And it's like, that is a big deal. That's really, and we weren't talking business. I asked them about their dog or where they went on vacation. I learned more about them. The follow-up meeting the next week, maybe we talked about business, but it's just about getting to know people. And then the events were gone. And so we started leveraging events like webinars and podcasts. I found that the podcast was my replacement for it at the time, and I haven't gone back. I go to conferences much less than I used to, but I really leverage my podcast. I have 3 podcasts now, several webinars that I do, and that is where we build relationships. I miss the travel, quite honestly, because I do enjoy that part of it, but the simplicity of how easy it is to create a new relationship. You and I have never been in the same room together physically, but here we are. through the wonders of technology. We get to know each other by the work that we're doing. Zoom is very helpful. Podcasts are very helpful. Shows are like this are very helpful. And that's how we do it now.
Absolutely. And speaking about that, all of our guests who are watching, you can be a part of this conversation as well. This is not just like watching TV. You have the ability to call in, comment, and ask Chuck any question that you might want to know about affiliate programs. So I encourage you to call in. Chuck, what would be the biggest mistake that you see people making when they are venturing out into affiliate programs?
Well, one of the things that they do that is a huge mistake is that they make it all about themselves and not about how it benefits the affiliate. And I see this all the time, especially now in sort of like the post-COVID world, where every single day there are multiple networking events that are virtual that you can log on to. And every time I go there, I see people come up when it's their turn to share, say, hi, I'm so-and-so. I have a program, I have a book, I have a course, whatever it is. I'm here today looking for affiliates. I pay 20% in commission. And if you'd like to be my affiliate, check the link in the chat and become my affiliate. Now okay, so you can start there, but who's that about? That's about me and my need to get affiliates. What's in it for you? So how about instead of I need affiliates, how about I'm here today looking for partnerships. I'm looking for collaborations. I'm looking for people who serve the same audience as me that I can work with. We can partner together and boost each other's businesses. If you're interested in that, let's talk. Now, when I shifted to that, I would get slammed in the chat. I would get all of these leads. I was at a 30-minute event the other day. I had 5 appointments booked before that 30-minute event ended. And 30 minutes is not very long. 5 appointments booked and another 4 booked afterwards just from the follow-up, by saying, I want to benefit you. I want to see how I can benefit your business. And so the mistake is, it's not about you wanting an affiliate. It's about you wanting to benefit and collaborate with your potential partners.
Absolutely. I'm sure you know the person who made this quote, which was, you can have anything you want in this world as long as you help enough people get what they want.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm correct, but it may have been Jim Rohn that said that, or Brian Tracy. My brain is mixing them all up right now. These are people that I followed very early in my career, but it is so true. It is so true. It's not about having them help me get to where I want. It's about me helping them get to where they want. And it is so true. We're seeing that with our affiliates. We're seeing that with our JV partners. We're seeing that with the members of our group coaching program. Right? Some of them have gone on to become business partners. We've actually taken equity positions in some of our clients' businesses because that's how the relationship evolves. And so it may have started here, but it is growing as we go. And it's all about serving. It's not about receiving.
Absolutely. We'll receive a little more right after this break.
What if there were a super tiny device that could diagnose the brain and is smaller than a single human hair? What if you could see inside the brain to help an epilepsy patient during surgery or to help the fight against Parkinson's disease? Dr. Patricia Broderick is proud to announce the Broderick Probe, a biomedical and electronic breakthrough. Imagine a probe to help with the understanding and potential cure of brain-related diseases. To learn more, listen live to the Easy Sense radio show with host Dr. Broderick, Wednesdays 7 p.m. Eastern on the Bold Brave Media Network and TuneIn Radio. And to help support the Broderick Foundation, please go to EasySense.com and learn how, with your help, we can fight these horrific brain disorders. That's EasySense.com to learn more and help support the Broderick Foundation. Radio show host and coach John M. Hawkins reveals strategies to help gain perspective, build confidence, find clarity, achieve goals. John M. Hawkins' new book, Coached to Greatness, Unlock Your Full Potential with Limitless Growth, published by iUniverse. Hawkins reveals strategies to help readers accomplish more. He believes the book can coach them to greatness. Hawkins says that the best athletes get to the top of their sport with the help of coaches, mentors, and others. He shares guidance that helps readers reflect on what motivates them, rediscover and assess their core values, philosophies, and competencies, find settings that allow them to be the most productive, and track their progress towards accomplishing goals. Listen to John Hawkins' My Strategy, Saturdays, 1 p.m. Eastern on the BBM Global Network and TuneIn Radio.
Welcome back. Well, if this has not stimulated your appetite for independence, for the ability to take care of you and your family, I don't know what would. But we're in a midst of a massive, massive paradigm shift. We are seeing AI and robotics and automation come and take away jobs that are manual. And I believe that this time is so important that it is giving us the time for our humanists to come to the surface, where we can solve any problem globally or individually. And that when we are all living in alignment and we are all living our purpose and our dream, that we will end fighting and wars and hatred and all of these lower things that are tearing us apart. And so this, I believe, creating financial independence, creating worldwide wealth where everybody wins, is pivotal. What a word. I make up words, but it's so important in the transition that we're in. Chuck, next Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, people have a choice. They can either join me here at Unlearn the Crap, where I'm going to have another fantastic guest, or what can they do with you at the exact same time?
Well, at the exact same time, and I swear we didn't plan this at all, it's at the exact same time, I will be holding my workshop that I do monthly. It's called How to Get Affiliates to Send You Clients and Fill Your Events. And so we serve people who need more leads, want to grow their list, and just want to have referrals of new clients. They want to kind of hit the easy button on getting some new clients in the door, have other people send them to you. So in this webinar, you're going to learn what it takes to be successful with an affiliate program. And even if you just are interested in promoting other affiliate programs, it's a great education on how affiliate programs work. But I'm going to share with you some examples. There was a story that I shared earlier today. I'm going to go into that in more detail and I'll really unpack that because there's some great lessons that came from it, including what I call the ultimate business model that anyone can use that really keeps things simple, that you can apply to any affiliate program. I'm going to talk about the technology and some different choices and options you have for tracking. I'm going to go through all of the marketing materials that I recommend that you put in place for your affiliates. I'm going to show you examples of that, give you templates for it. And then I'm going to show you where to go and how to recruit affiliates that are your right fit affiliates, not just anyone who put their hands up, but anyone who is a good fit for you. And then I'm going to wrap that all up with something I call the 5 keys to running a highly successful affiliate program, which is going to help you to go beyond a transaction and more into a relationship that is going to serve you and your affiliate for the long term. And when you do that, you don't have to beg. You don't have to be constantly out there looking for affiliates. Once you've got your core relationships, you'll never have to look for another client again, because they will all just come to you automatically, because your affiliates who love you are helping you to send you clients, fill your events, and promote whatever it else is that you want to promote. And that's what we're going to be covering in that webinar.
That sounds so enticing and so wonderful. So what about those people who say, I want to be live at Unlearn the Crap TV next Thursday? What happens to them?
Well, and I could see why they would want to be here. The show is amazing. And so here's the deal. I don't give out my replays or my recordings for my webinar lightly. I don't give them away for free. I get emailed all the time, like, what if I can't attend? Can you send out the recording? I can, but we charge for it. It's usually $97 for our recordings. But Kathy and I were having a conversation about this behind the scenes. And what I've decided to do is, for anyone from your group who comes in through your affiliate link, I am going to make an exception. Anyone who registers for the event and does not attend but came through your link, I will email them a copy of the recording of that seminar, and so they can still benefit from all the information and hopefully learn how to set up an affiliate program of their own.
Awesome. Will you share the affiliate link for that right there under Chuck's beautiful smile? So for those people like me, I sell products, I have coaching programs, and I have retreats, and I have all different things. And I am building my message and my vision. So I have affiliate programs, and every one of my guests are on here. All have affiliate programs. Any of the people who are viewing, they could take the people that they are connecting with on the Unlearn the Crap, and they could build an entire business based on that by attending your webinar, correct?
Absolutely. And so it's a great thing to learn. Like you said, you can earn as an affiliate, you can start an affiliate program. It benefits everybody, and it will give you the opportunity to get on shows like this, because some shows only take guests with affiliate programs. So if you don't have one, you need one, and I'll help you set it up.
That is so wonderful. Thank you, Chuck, so much for being here. You are one of the guests that I have been counting down the days and the hours to get you here, because what you do is so important. We are changing, and we cannot continue to do things the way we've always done them. Because if you try to stay with what was normal and get back to what was, you are going to be left behind, because the world is getting faster and faster. So whatever you choose, however you unlearn your crap, I encourage you to take this time to seriously figure out how to end financial slavery, how to become financially independent, and seize the fact that affiliate marketing, affiliate programs with experts like Chuck, who can take you to the highest level of integrity, of mission, of purpose, where you are living your best life and making a difference in the world, bringing back time and energy and focus to what is important to you, seizing your health, creating wealth, generational. It is time that we challenge the status quo. It is time that we unlearn the crap that disempowers us. And it is time for you to step into your genius. Thank you, Chuck, so much for being here. You have been an enlightenment and a joy. And thank you for joining us on this episode. Next week, we are going to have an amazing guest who's going to be talking about something very intimate about addictions and problems and what happens when we go off track. Until next time, I encourage you to challenge everything so you can achieve anything. Thank you, Chuck.
This has been Unlearn the Crap TV with your host, Kathy Baldwin. Tune in each week as Kathy challenges you to rethink everything you know about personal empowerment and societal structures. Thursdays, 4 p.m. Eastern on the Bold Brave TV network.